What up traders, what up investors, thank you for coming back for another fantastic video. Today we're going to be looking at PLTR! Yay! We're talking about PLTR again, Ken, yay. If I can spell it, PLTR, there we go. I'm kind of getting the charts ready in the back. I was kind of looking at Bitcoin makeshift within our Discord was like, hey, wish we had some more Bitcoin bulls in here. Bitcoin's about to hit 27K. I'm like, I got some GBTC grayscale Bitcoin ETF, so I'm a little bit happy there. Anyways, completely side note, we're not talking about Bitcoin in this video. We're talking about PLTR. Wow. So PLTR, everyone who's been under a rock or something like that, this stock has literally gone from $9 to basically $30-ish. Citron came out with a report saying it's going to $20 by the end of this year. We have 4 days left of trading here, and it's hovering around that $27 range. So is it going to try to break 30, or is it going to go back down to 20? We'll look at the charts, look at some options and order flow, and really kind of give you a particular game plan you can kind of work out and use your due diligence to figure out if PLTR is worth your capital. So that being said, we're going to be diving right into the charts, looking at these options trades. So let's go ahead to the main screen here. Again, looking at the stock again, we just talked about, basically had nothing here. A lot of the folks within the Discord, including myself, bought some of this. I wish I bought more. But that being said, it was being bought up at these levels. Huge run up here with, again, help from Wall Street Bets. Just a lot of people who had FOMO and emotionally trading the stock really ran it up to some pretty crazy high prices in a very short period of time, basically going from like $19 to nearly $33 within like 3 or 4 days. So once it kind of hit this level, a little overextended here. Now it's kind of coming back down to kind of be somewhat realized here. Been somewhat of in a choppy market here, basically between the 28 and like the 25 range for quite some time. And this has really kind of got back onto my radar on particular, maybe doing some options trading in the stock and just leaving my stock untouched and just leaving that for a longer term account. But then looking here at some of the options trades that we can see and how it further goes out. That being said, some key levels to look at again. We love looking at that 21 EMA yellow line here. So that's the 21 EMA here on the daily side and the 34 EMA. Actually, I need to start actually updating this one to kind of make it fatter too for people to understand this one. So if you're a little bit, I usually use this range between the 21 and 34 to be potentially the buying zone that really helped me make out some of those decisions. We have not seen any of that range really kind of come forth here and really see that play out. Initially looking for these parabolic SAR dots, which these parabolic SAR dots, what do? They basically kind of create a almost like a trend of like, hey, the trend's kind of going lower, but once those purple dots touch or interact with any of the candles, that's when you can get that capitulation and the change in trend, and really kind of help those parabolic SAR dots push it back up. So again, that I kind of have an alert there around that $30 range, really seeing if we do get a burst out higher in PLTR, we could see that break and helping those parabolic SAR dots go to the bottom of the candles, and we can see some pretty substantial moves higher here, or kind of can support that. With that being said, of course, this has been a very hot stock. The implied volatility is extremely high on this because of the moves, the excitement behind it. We have Citron short report on it. We have Wall Street Bets folks on it. It just got a lot of stuff going on, and it has very much something that could just be trading sideways. Like this could just trade sideways around that $28 to $30 to $25 for some time. I have no idea. I don't have a crystal ball. But looking at the trade that we saw, that was pretty interesting here. We saw someone buy some very far out leaps. Someone bought 524 calls at the $42 call strike price all the way out to the 20th of January of the year 2023. Okay, so that is, again, that's a very far out. So if we go to that options change, it's nearly 754 days away. Okay, and you can see here that $42 call, basically paying $10.25 here, and seeing how that plays out. That's going to be a very large bet. It's not a very large bet compared to some of the ones that we've covered in the past of millions and millions and millions of dollars. This is somewhat smaller, of only being $500,000 bet, which is, again, it's pretty, it's significant, but again, it's just an interesting play to look at that there. With that being said, some other interesting stuff we saw a lot of more short dated stuff going through. We saw a lot of December stuff. Really, again, the year coming to a close, we saw some buying of the 31s and the 29s, 50s into the end of the year, and a lot of the stuff just around that $30 strike price. We saw some people selling some premium as well, again, because the IV is very high and very juicy. There's a lot of juice to squeeze out of this lemon here. With that being said, we can really see this potentially take off or go back down. Like, again, Citron support, we're saying like, hey, this company is going to $20 by the end of the year, blah, 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 blah. So some interesting options activity. We're going to be looking here as well on Tastyworks. So this is what I use to trade options, trade stock, and everything. If you're interested on switching to Tastyworks, I have an affiliate link down below, and I'll greatly appreciate if you click on that link to show your support. Anywho, with that being said, really what I'm looking at here is it has earnings on February 11th. So, and looking here, especially around the February 19th monthly option expirations, looking for potentially, I'm not the largest fan of buying something out of the money here. I would rather buy something a little bit more in the money, but the $30 calls here for around $3.60, $3.70 could be something that could pop. I would rather prefer maybe buying something further in the money, like the 25 or even like the 22s is something a little juicy. I know you're paying a little bit higher, paying nearly double the price, but you're really paying for the probability of profit and it really having a higher delta with the lower theta. Because, again, for example, if I bought I like the 22s or the 20s. If I bought this, that theta K, if it didn't do anything, is around $2 a day. If I bought the 30, it's nearly $6. So you're really betting. Oh, sorry, I didn't do that wrong. So it's around $4, nearly double. But with that being said, you really need that stock to move. Again, this options expiration is only 54 days out, so you're really playing the father of time or the mother of time, not being any which way or pronouns there. Really looking for this potentially to really have to ramp up really fast. Yes, you can buy multiple of these, and these can really make you like a 10x potentially if the stock does jump $20. But you're also playing the game of which Citron talked about, the casino of PLTR stocks, of really seeing on how people are just throwing cash at it and just putting it all on black or putting it all on red for whatever reasons. There is, I think, we know that there are very strong fundamental institutional funds that are buying this. Like ARK has been very transparent about it. George Soros, other funds within those limits have also talked about it. I'm going to move my desk down a little bit here. With that being said, we could potentially see this continue to run in a certain range, but be very mindful that this could pull back. It could get selling off again. We're really just waiting on a lot of things in the overall market, especially in the overall market. We have the runoff for the elections in Georgia, and of course the frothiness of the current market that we're sitting in, and potentially see how that plays out. So a couple notes before I let you go. Looking at this chart here, it's been holding the 5 and 8 EMA pretty well within a couple points or so, but initially kind of settling down here. We do have a nice squeeze setting up. The volume zone oscillator and the RSI are kind of somewhat in like hibernation mode as of right now too, and looking to potentially see this if it does want to pop with the overall market, or it gets some kind of great news, or some analyst comes out and actually gives it a buy rating or whatever. Who knows what can happen. We're going to be initially looking for some overhead pressure pressure kind of coming in around that $30 to $30.50 range. If that doesn't get broken, we could see it come back down to the 28 or even down to the 21 EMA. The first line of support, which I'm really going to call it, is around the 21 EMA here. So it's around the 25.75 range. If that doesn't hold, we're looking for $24. And again, that being said, we can come all the way back down to the $21 range as well, kind of around that 55-day EMA or the 50-day SMA. So that being said, that's kind of basically what we're looking at here with PLTR. Honestly, something that I like to do with this stock is potentially just selling some premium, selling some puts and some calls on this one. So again, whatever your cup of tea is, do your own due diligence. I greatly appreciate everyone stopping by. Before I let you go, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe on the way out the door. And we have some fantastic links down below again for the Tastyworks affiliate link if you want to be getting into trading options or stock. They have a fantastic platform to do that, and a learning center. And as well, we have the Discord link. And last but not least, we have the Amazon storefront, which is some random books and items that I do to help me really maintain my due diligence, my fortitude on the markets, and my passion with books, some exercise equipment. I got myself just a treadmill below my desk, my standing desk, to kind of get the blood flowing throughout the day so I can kind of get some of that physical activity in. Anyways, that being said, please don't forget to like and subscribe on the way out the door. Again, this is Ken from the Dyslexic Investor, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.